What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Botania Garden of Glass, and it is episode 12. Let me know how everyone's going. I'm still in my Santa uniform, and I don't know how long that's going to last, but let me know how your holiday season's gone. Let me know how everything's going. Are you ready for the new year? And if you're watching in the future, just tell me how you're doing. So, we'll get back to what we are doing today, because enough of that. Let's get to what I have planned. So, what I have got planned is a bit of botanical add-ons today, and this actually comes as a suggestion from, let me move away from those in case that's making a bit of noise, as a suggestion from Wire Seagull. Now, I'm probably saying that wrong, I'm probably gonna preface that with, I may be wrong, but that is one of the developers of botanical add-ons. In the last video, I said maybe we should put some of these thunderous oak trees. Well, I think he was intending one thunderous oak tree in there, but I thought, let's try 4, just to give him a go. So, I'm going to go get started on some of this stuff. So, this is dendrology. So, there we go. It's got its own little icon there, and what we are doing is we are doing tree suffusion. Now, we're going to have to make ourselves one of these Dendric Suffusers, and I've been waiting for a while to make one of these, because I think they look pretty cool. Well, a while being like 2 weeks. But I saw it and I wanted to make it. So that is what we're going to be doing today. One of the things. The other thing is I want to get some, a mana battery going. And that will start, I think that's going to be in a tower. So I've been wanting to do a tower. The mob spawning tower, when we get to that, will be, I don't know where it's going to be. But that'll be a tower as well. But we can have more than one tower. There's no rule to that. Now, what I want to get done is it's nighttime. And I'm actually glad it's nighttime because I can show you just what I have been doing, and this is just around some spare time that I've had. I've filled out a little bit more of the island, and I think it looks pretty damn good at night, so that's perfect. Let's get to it. Have a look at that. Now, I purposely haven't showed you the other side, because that is where we're going to be working, and I haven't actually finished it, so we're going to go there now, and what I need to do, actually, before we do that, let's get all this stuff together. So we collect all these. This is everything we should need, and a bit more. So what we're going to need to do is, if you have a look in this around here, let's go to the Thunderous Oak. So once we've got this over here, this is a big multi-block structure, kind of similar in my point of view to the Thorncraft Infusion. I think it's Infusion Altar. I can't remember the name of it, but it's kind of similar. We got to place a few things. It's almost like the mana, the enchanting with mana thing, also here in Botania. So what we need is this recipe here. We need purple iridescent leaves, which I've got. Teraturo Bozu, I don't know what I'm saying, but that one. We've got the runes, we've got everything. We just need to make our Dendric Suffuser and this. So I've got the stuff we need for that right around there and there. Now, this is a bit of playing around because we're going to have to get through until we get ourselves a sunflower. So we just go to our conjuration pool. This is a conjuration pool, and the next one should be our sunflower. There we go. And the other thing we need, I don't know if I can do that. I can do that in there, just like that. We can now make ourselves one of those. So if we go to our that and do that, I thought that was what, maybe I'm going crazy. Is it maybe the top? Like that? Yes, that's it. That's the one we need. Now, I'll show you why I didn't show you this, and as I say, this isn't a finished platform, but around here, I've decided to try and use a bit of the botanical add-on stuff, because this is kind of the botanical add-ons area. So I thought we may as well get going with a bit of that, and I've made this little platform here. We're going to fill it out. I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of like going to hold the altar on the top here. Now, what we need is we're going to build this quickly. We need to place, oh no, I think that actually works better with an axe, but it'll work. There we go. So we need to just place these around, and if you have a look here, we've actually got access to a visualized thing. I'm sure there's a word, but it's a visualized thing. So we just place that in the middle, and that should all line up. So is that working? I think that's working. Yeah, that is the way it's meant to go. So we're going to fill this in. We're going to have to go obsidian around there. We can choose whatever color planks we want, whatever color dirt we want, and I'm going to make a cut now, and I will come back once I've got this done. Alrighty, so we're back, and I've just slept that night off. We've pretty much finished everything else that we needed to finish. Now, I'll quickly go through something because I wanted to tell you guys something if you guys haven't realized it. So, in this pack, which should be updated by now, with the new Botania version, the Solignolias, or one of those words, they now don't use mana, so you can just place them down wherever you'd like, and you can see nothing's coming to me over here, where I'm actually out of range of that one there. The other thing is, over here, I put this down. Tell me what you think. We can work out this area. This is just to make it look a little bit nicer than what it is. We've also got all our farms running. Because of that slime farm, we have got absolutely no need for mana. Like, really, mana's just coming out of that farm like crazy. I'll show you how it's going there, because I've done something to it. Now, we've only got a few things to finish off with this, and this actually got me with, the portal to Elfheim. If you have a look, these look like they're already been placed. Now, tell me I've got stuff. Yeah, I do have stuff. So we can place these on around here. Then we can make it one block up. Nope. There. Now, with this, I may have watched a video of it, but I can't actually remember what we do with it. So, maybe, I think it should just get started as soon as we put our stuff in. We'll see. Now, that's everything done, and there's one very last thing we need to do, which is the middle block. So, there, and one more. Now, this one should be, I think, 2 up, is it? Yep, 2 up, 3 up. And we've got a blue one. We've just gone and stuck everything. Structure complete, that's all we need to know. So there, and there. So, with this, we need 3 of these, 3 of those, and we're actually going to have to place a mana pool down. Supposedly, these can use sparks, so let me just place these 2 in here. Like, that. Perfect. And the other thing was, we can start placing these. So we need that. I think that's all. So we'll just place these around while the mana fills up those. And yeah, that'll actually work perfectly because there's actually 8 of these. So that fills up this whole area. Now, I'm wondering what happens here. So maybe if we just place a spark on top of that pool. Does spark go on top of... I don't know what we do. Let me just figure this out. So, quickly go into our Lexica. Botania, right here. So, it's tree suffusion. Making tree itself, possible re-add life, drawing mana. I'm probably overlooking something pretty obvious right now. But what is happening? Tell you what, I will quickly go do something else that we wanted to do with that, which I forgot to do when we were over here a few minutes ago. Now, this is something which most of you guys will know is in Botania, but some of you guys might not know, is to make prismarine, which I'm sure you would have figured out by now. So, what I wanted to do was make some of these. Where am I going? There. Some of these. Now, these are just your normal sea lanterns, and I'm thinking, because we've got a lot of torches, I'm not even going to go to those ones to show you right now, because it's just insane the amount of torches we got placed around here. So, what I want to do is I want to try to figure out some lighting options that we can put into the ground, and kind of something like that. I don't know. I'll mess around with that a bit later to get that if that doesn't look too good. But I want to get a few lighting options out of the way to see what we like. I'm definitely going to be using a few floating flowers and glimmering flowers to light up some places, but I thought here could be appropriate to just use some bushes to hide these. Yeah, it'll be alright for now. We can see how that goes. So, as I said, I'll be back once I've got this figured out, and we can do some tree suffusing. And I'm back. Hopefully you guys haven't broken your screens, because I've done something very silly. And I was like, what is going on? What is going on? Why won't this work? And I realized why it won't work, because I just got to click on it with a Wander the Forest. So enter Wander the Forest. How cool is that sound? I like that sound. The other thing is I forgot to grab ourselves one of these. So in the meantime, I grabbed one of those. Now, I'm fairly certain we can just place that on there. Yep. Now what we do is we just place this down and it should work. There we go. Oh, that's cool. Quick, easy. I like that. I like it a lot. Now, there's the Thunderous Oak, and I think that looks pretty damn cool. And I had a look at what these look like in a creative world, just because I wanted to see what they look like, and they look pretty damn awesome. So, we'll place one of those, and as I say, I tested it out, so I know that bone meal works on them, so get some of that. We really need to get some mob farming going on up in here, so we'll try this out. Oh, that looks cool. I like it. That is pretty awesome. And I think, let's just quickly step back. Let's just look at all those torches. So, yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. We can even try cutting one down. Actually, let's just cut a tree down. I wonder if they drop saplings. Yeah, that's obviously the same issue, because unless this is just... Yeah, they just haven't been... what was the word why used? It was anchored. I assume anchored was the word. So, there's another one, but that's alright. So, we've got one. We could just fix this up. Hopefully we get some more saplings. There we go. So that's cool. We can just plant a few of these around. We can always just make some more as well. So hopefully more of these get added, because I like that. That's pretty cool. And I think it said in the, oh, we need food. It said in the, what's this book? The Lexica Botania. How did I forget the name of that? Was it 10 times zoom? Okay, yeah, so it wasn't actually a lot of mana. I had a look, I was like, half a mana pool, but yeah, it's only 10 times zoom there, so that's alright. Now, that looks pretty cool. We can just wait for these to grow up, and we can have a look at how these over here look. So, we've got thunderous planks. I haven't actually had a look at these, so these could be pretty cool. Oh, that is cool. That is awesome. These are going to get used. Those are so cool. I wonder if they work in that design there, in the Dendric Suffuser. That'll be pretty cool if they did. If not, we're going to use them somewhere, because these are super cool. That is so awesome. Okay, now what I wanted to do, the next thing we wanted to do today. So before we get started on our mana battery, which I want to be in a tower, I wanted to show you guys this. So with this, let's just quickly have a look at how this looks. This is getting huge. That's just massive. So it's perfect. We can build ourselves a whole bunch of big towers and stuff. Where the hell did you come from? You can't spawn on here. So I don't know where this guy came from, because I've not seen any animals spawn on this vivid grass, unless it's maybe happened since the update. In which case, that's going to be a little bit annoying, but that's alright. Which is something else which we're going to see in a few seconds. So, if you guys noticed, I don't have any grass. Now, we'll sort that issue out. Something cool, which maybe someone doesn't know, maybe you guys do know, is these over here, these mana tablets, they don't actually despawn. So, this one's been sitting here. You can see we just walked up. That one's full. And you can see I can drop that. They'll be there for as long as I play Botania. Unless I pick them up. So, I've got a sneaky chest around here just to hide some of them. Now, we'll leave those in just because it saves us putting a few mana pools down and getting them to spread across. We can just place that down there. Don't have to do anything. They'll fill up, and we can come collect them a bit later, because this thing fills up like crazy. You can see that pool's filled up because it can't keep up with all the mana, so we'll have to work out how we're going to get that fixed up. That is another time. But for now, let's drop down here. I messed that up earlier. So, what I wanted to do was, first of all, have a look at that. That is awesome. The other thing is, you guys can hear some chickens. Now, these chickens are down here. Ooh, yeah, we can kill these. Now, thank you. Now, the cool thing about this is, I needed a place to put some grass, but the grass that we get, as you can see, is this yucky tiger grass. I don't like it. So, I decided we can put it down here. We can have a little grass area, because I know if I didn't do this now, I would have forgotten, and we wouldn't have any grass to make pasture seeds to get us grass. So we would have got ourselves in an infinite loop of nothingness. So that's something I needed to do. Then we come down here, we've got a third layer down, and these are all just filled with stuff. So they just pass the mana up. You can see the mana goes up. Those do get slimes coming down here. They go up there, go up one more level to this one, which goes up one more level to where we are over here. Which I thought I'd show you guys so that you know what's going on. The other thing is, because we play in 1.7.10, slime block... Oh, those are from those chickens. Slime blocks don't exist. So we're going to have ourselves so many of these coming out of everywhere. So that we can just keep throwing out. And I don't know if you guys saw that, but I tried something. I tried. It's not that this is going to be a big, overused area. So that's alright. Whatever comes with that area is alright. So, now the next step is we're going to plan ourselves out where we want this tower to be. So, we've got this area here. I'm going to get rid of that pig. We've got this area here, and I'm thinking the designs I've tried with moving mana around with mana minecarts. I want to use minecarts, minecart with mana pool. I want to use them to get the mana around. Now, this area here, I think is going to be a relatively... I've got some plans to fill it up, but it's going to be one of the less utilized areas. So I'm thinking maybe we can place a big tower over there with our mana battery in it. Because I want to do that there. I also want to make a little, like, I don't know, zoo or hall of item collecting, shedding mobs. Because we had those. We started it. We can finish it over here. We can make like a little hall or something. We need to get a ghast. That'll be fun. So we need to do that stuff. I'm rambling on a little bit. So before we go and get our stuff together, let's just decide this. So that area there, I'm not doing it in that area there. That's botanical add-ons, which we're going to fill up with all cool stuff. That area there's mana usage area, which we're going to fill up with cool stuff. Yep, I'm going to do it. We're going to build it in this area here, and we will be back once I've got my stuff together. Okay, so we're back, and I have maybe did a little bit of stuff. If you have a look around there. So I started on it. I think it's coming along quite well. This is going to be like the base type thing, and I'm imagining it coming up around there. I want this to be huge, like, well, not huge, but yeah, huge. I want it to look really good, and kind of that you have to lift your head up to just see it like that. So coming down here, I want that to be pretty much the height of the screen right now. And the other thing is, I think this looks pretty cool. Tell me what you think in the comment section. If you've got any other improvements, anything else you want to add in, let me know in the comment section. But I think that looks pretty damn good. I really do like these trees, and I can't wait for it to create some thunder and lightning, because these things act as lightning rods. So I'd like to check how that works. So let's go have a look at my start. So we still have to do this stuff here. I've tried messing around with a few things. This isn't final. We can mess around with it. You can see I've got a whole bunch of those. I've left F7 on. So there, you can check. We've got some stuff going on. Some things happening. Some things aren't quite happening yet. I don't think this is working too well at the bottom here, but we'll get to that eventually. Now, the thought is I'm going to add some glass at the back of these pillars. Well, arches. And some glass around there. And I'm not too sure how we're going to do the middle. I kind of want those to be there, but not the main structure of it. So I'm going to have to do some figuring out there. We'll get to that. Now, the whole thing about this is we're going to need a whole heap of sparks, like a ton of sparks for all the pools, because I got 64 mana pools, so I just thought I'd make them. And 64 mana pools means 64 sparks, and we want to do it, probably 64 will be enough for us, but why do anything enough? Why don't we do something a little bit more than enough? So I'm thinking we go way more than 64. Now, I don't know how that'll work with our frames, so if our frames drop from that, we may have to change it. But that's the plan for now. Now, the last thing I want to speak about before I go and build the rest of this monstrosity is what we're going to be doing to get the mana in here. So I want this system here, this part up here, to be the cool looking thing. I want this to be what people see, what we will look at. We don't want to look at ugly stuff, but the minecarts, they're not really the best of looking of things. So maybe we'll run them under the base, which is a suggestion I've seen in the comments, and it's also one that crossed my mind. So that is something that we can do. So we can have all the minecarts running around the bottom here, minecarts going out, minecarts coming in, and that is that can be a problem. I just scrolled across my torches to put down a torch. So here we can have in this side here maybe minecarts coming in, that side minecarts going out, because I mean they're probably going to be going that way and they're probably going to be coming from this side. Now that'll be another section we're going to have to build underneath, and that's going to be like a little dungeony part. So enough about this. I think it's about time I get going with what I'm going to do next. So I'm baffled, but you'll see in a few seconds. So here we have our next update. This is what it's currently looking like. I think I fixed a bit of it. I think it looks a bit better than it did before. I've kind of got this cool, like, thing going on here. I don't know. I think it's cool. I really like it. And also, we're going to keep it going up. So we're still going to build a bit of a tower on top of it. That's kind of the base of it. I'm not too sure how high I want to go with it. I said I wanted it to go pretty damn high, but we'll see how it turns out because I'm not really too sure about it. I'm not too sure, but we'll find out. Now, the other thing is, I've tried to use these inside there, so I've actually grown these so that we can get a few more of these, and I'm just going to plant these saplings again. So, for this part now, we're just going to get the actual mana stuff going, because we may as well do some cool stuff. Now, I wanted to fill this area in. I'll do that off camera. This is what it looks like inside. So, what I'm planning on doing is having the main mana pools kind of running around here. And I'm not too sure how high we'll go. It depends on how high the bottom is there as to how high the sparks will send it. So I'll have to just check that out. It won't go all the way up, but I think it'll look pretty cool. And then the rest of it will be a lookout area onto the rest of the base. So this is what we're going to see from the top, hopefully. So we can see exactly how everything's going to look. I think that's going to look really, really cool. Now we'll go down here. I've built a little area for us to injure ourselves on. Now, this is from this angle, what it looks like. That's our little thing we built. And look how cool it is, because there's no light actually on the sides there, so it looks all dark and black and pretty cool. So what I've got planned now is I've been messing around on a creative world actually a few days ago, and I've kind of got a plan for how we'll get this mana in. Now, the only thing... Oh. Who puts Q on a keyboard so close to W? Okay, cool, we're cool. Anyways, that's not even a big deal if that did go off the edge. So, we want this mana to run here. So, I'm thinking we're going to have a whole network of just things, minecart rails just going everywhere. Now, I want them to come in here. Come probably actually in the middle, because then we can get it all sent up into the mana pools with sparks, and then we want it to go out again from the other end to that side there. So this one here that we're going to build today is going to be the receiving end, and I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to work completely. I'm pretty sure it will work for us, but we'll try it. And the other thing with it is I don't have enough sparks at the moment, but we're going to be using some augments on these sparks with a spark tinkerer as well, because the whole idea of it is it's going to be taking mana in and using a comparator to see how full the mana pool is before letting the minecart go again. Now, the reason I am telling you guys this now is because I got asked a question a few weeks ago when I did my mana battery tutorial about the other spark augments, and one being the forgot the name of the spark. Let me quickly... Oh, I had spark ready written on there. This one here, the isolated spark, and I didn't really have any real conclusively good reasons for using it, but because we are taking mana in here and we are letting it go again, we need this pool to stay constant so we can actually measure it, because else this pool will just get filled to a little bit and keep sending all the mana out. So that's where we're going to actually use an isolated spark. So just keep that in mind that we're going to be doing that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft up a few of these rails and stuff. I'll just do this off camera and I'll be back. And here we are again. I've collected some stuff. Also forgot a few things, but we're ready to go. So this is... I'm going to be following a guide that I've already made myself over here of how to do this, because I did this, as I say, a few days ago, so I'm not too sure how everything went, so I'll just remember as I go. around here, the idea is that this is a detector rail. So I'll just explain what's going on. So we're going to have this spark tinkerer here, and this one over here is the collection one. So this will need a, what would that be? That would be a recessive and one of those isolated augments on it. So the idea is this will trigger this spark tinkerer. So this detector rail sends a redstone signal, bam, switches the sparks. So as soon as the minecart comes in here, this won't be sending any mana. So what will happen is this will come around. We need some of those. So it'll need to do a turn like that. And is that right? Maybe we'll... I've put a block over here. One of these blocks over here. And it looks like it probably would be necessary. And I'm sure there's some valid reason for why I've done that. So is this right? Let me just check this. So that comes around there. That's not right. So we need to get rid of those. Grab out some of these. And start again. So that goes like that. We need that block there to be it, which makes sense now. So we need that one there, and we'll need a block in here. So this is making sense. We need one of these mana pumps, so I can't just shift right click them in. Oh, I know why, because I'm not in this. There we go. Silly. There we go. Got them all. Make 2. And I don't know why that's in the inventory. So this over here, I think that is the way. Yep. So it'll go to the pink end. So that'll be the insertion point there. So all the mana will come out of there into there. Perfect. So if we put a mana pool there, that'll just take mana pool minecart there. It'll push it into that one there. Now we've got that done. And is that really as simple as it is? Gosh, that's actually... Oh no. we need the comparators and stuff like that in now. So this over here needs to be unpowered at all times. So the way we're going to have to do that is actually not powering it like that, because that's silly. Okay, not powering it like that, because that doesn't work for us. So we do that, and now we'll do the powering of it. So that'll have to come around this end here. Now, this will need some redstone around there. We'll need one of these and one of these. So I'm just doing this kind of backwards for now. So just don't mind me. So we'll do this forward. So the comparator will be coming out of this. And that'll give us a 15 strength when this is full. But we don't need a 15 strength because, if you know, comparators of 15 redstone signal strength means that this will be powered as soon as there's anything. Because this will give us a 1 strength when that first starts filling up. So that'll just power that and send our minecart back on its way. So we don't want that. We want that to send only when it's 15. So we'll need to put some redstone around there. And then a torch, which we'll make right here. Now, that'll give us 2. So that's 14 coming out of that. So that'll give us 15, 14, minusing from that. So as soon as we do that, that'll take away from the comparator. And that'll only go when it's 15. That'll send us a 1 signal strength, which will power that. So if that made sense, congratulations. Because I don't think it would have made sense because I'm terrible at explaining that. But if it did make sense, awesome. If not, just do that if you're trying to do this and it'll work. So that seems to be pretty much it. And yeah, so let's just give this a test. We'll need to put one of these and one of those. And we don't actually have a pool to... Oh, cool. So we actually don't have a pool to do it. But let's just put this on. So as soon as we do that, that sends a redstone signal. It goes through. As soon as that's full, we can just pretend that it's full. So we'll make ourselves another one of these. Put one of these down. So when it's full, that goes like that, and it sends our minecart on. So, pretty simple. I'm sure it'll work. I'm pretty positive that it'll work. So, what we'll do is we've done this part here. We'll go upstairs, fix up that area, and the next episode... What is that slime doing there? I swear that was too high for it, but we'll fix that. So, the next episode, we can go and connect that one up there, and maybe connect that one there, and we've got other stuff to do. But let's go upstairs and see what's going on up there, and then we'll be back down here. Damn, that looks good. I'm really, really liking this. I'm liking how this build's turning out. So, I'm back, obviously. And this is where our mana pools are going. So, I've placed them, and I'm sure someone will be able to see them, and some of you guys might not even notice that they're there. This whole rim around here. all of those are mana pools. And I'm pretty happy that that's the height that they go to, because any higher, and it won't work with this whole mana battery thing. If you've seen my tutorial, you'll know that that's the 11th block, and 1 block above that is the 12th block, and nothing will work. So that is how I've explained it, and that's how they work. So if we need more space, which I'm sure I hope we will need, but if we don't need it, then that's good as well. But we can always just add a few more mana pools around and try and hide them kind of discreetly like these. So that's what we've done for now. Just jump down here. This over here has not changed at all. So what I'm going to do now is cover off that area there. What I'm going to do is just connect that up to there, and we'll test it out next episode, because that'll be a bit of work to get over there and build that area around there. So next episode we'll have that there, and we will also maybe get to putting that in around there. So there's a bit of work for me. I've got to get some more sparks. I've got to get some more stuff going on there. We don't actually need these pools here. I just use that to measure. Let's beam myself up. Now this over here is just a pretty cool view, and I wanted to take it in. I want to see how this is looking. I'm thinking this is looking really, really awesome. These trees actually go really well just around the place. I'm liking how they're sticking out. I'm probably going to use a lot more botanical add-ons trees around the space. Maybe even build our own with different color stems and leaves. But that's a bit of work for us to do a bit later. So I'm thinking I can do that off camera at some stage. Now we'll just jump down here and we'll save us from that fall damage. So I'm pretty sure that's going to do us for this episode, and I just want to quickly take a few seconds to just thank everyone for all the support that we've had on this series and on the channel in like general. I mean, we've only been at YouTube for like 3 months now, I think, like 3 months, and we're up to, at this current time, I think I'm recording, and I last checked, we were at 574 subscribers. So that's really great. I'm actually, if you have a look at my character, my mouth is completely wide open, and that's pretty much, I'm amazed that we've got this far. I'm really, really happy. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the stuff, and I'm really glad everyone seems to have positive comments. Everyone seems to be really nice. I'm really, really happy about that. Thank you so much, guys, for your positive comments. Thank you for your suggestions as well. And thank you for subscribing for to the channel and your likes on the video. I really appreciate them. I really, really do. So thank you so much. But that's going to end us for today's episode. And next episode, we've got a lot of stuff that we could do. I mean, we could go to the mob farm, because we do need some mob farms. So we may as well start one of those shedding farms off. Or we could do some Enderman stuff. Or we could still go decorations. Or there's just so much stuff to do. So we'll finish off looking this way, because that over there is the area that I'm kind of trying to point to, but not really, behind me. That area there is what we're going to be finishing off in the meantime, and we'll get to the actual rest of stuff next episode. So thank you very much, guys. Like if you like the video, comment if you've got any questions, and I'll see you next time.